Sam Clare said Ara is one of the haters. Somebody said P-Man new president. I don't know what they were talking about there. Now, this person did not say that Ahanti is the magistrate. This is manipulation. The person said the magistrate has remanded Naira Marley and Sam Larry for 21 days, and you cover the rest of the message. Why did you cover it? If you are an honest person, very dark man, you are supposed to show us the rest of that messages. I want you Nigerians to know that this particular guy is highly manipulative. Why did he cover the name of the person that wrote that message? And why did he cover the rest of the message? Can you need to be throwing the correct question at this particular guy called Very Dark Man. Somebody now made a comment, oh, thank you so much, Auntie Me. Obviously, the person was replying to the message that was dropped in the group that, oh, thank you so much for the info. Not that yes, Auntie Onko, he knows the magistrate. It could be that the auntie in question saw the information or was given the information that, oh, this is the verdict, this is what happened in court today. Okay, say for example, let's say I had a case in court last week, and I call one of my younger sister to give her the information of what happened in court. Okay, that my younger sister now said, oh, my auntie has given me, or my auntie from my auntie has given me the information of what happened in court. Anyway, the person replied, from my auntie, the magistrate is her friend. So she said she has remanded Sam Larry and Naira Marley for 21 days. If the magistrate is this so called person's friend, and the person now went to the magistrate, oh, what happened in court today? And the person said, okay, all right, they have been remanded for 21 days. Does that mean that the magistrate is connected to the person inside the group? No. Stop twisting people's heads around. That is not true. It is just people passing information to one another. Do you understand what I mean? And then why are you covering some of the information inside the group? If you want to give us clean and clear, picture of what happened inside that group, you are not supposed to be covering any part of the messages at all. You are not supposed to. You are supposed to show us everything. This message is not, there is no way in this message that says, oh yes, we are connected to the magistrate, or the magistrate is working for them. No. Oh, maybe the person that dropped that message, maybe the magistrate is a friend to, her own auntie or whatever. Her auntie now gave her information of, oh, this and this is what happened. What is it? There is no big deal in that. That doesn't mean that they know the magistrate that is in charge of the case, which is, what you are trying to paint for us. Which is what you are trying to paint for us. You are trying to paint the wrong narrative for us. And you are picking on, comments and, chat from inside the group that favors yourself, that favors how you want to come and manipulate people's mind. Somebody said, but it is 3 days now. VDM asked them to post all the chats, and we're still waiting. Why should they post the chat? Ayomikun Dan need you. Why should they be the one to post the chat? You don't need to press Reddit on that person's comment. You can remove your Reddit from that. The person is asking a question. Why are you pressing Reddit on that comment? The comment is not abusive. It's a simple question. And we can as well give him a good reply to that. They don't need to. If he is claiming that he has the full message from the group, right? Let him be the one to post it. But as he's posting it, right, he doesn't need to cover. He doesn't need to cover some of the information. If truly he is truthful and is very, very straightforward. If he wants to, he wants Nigerians to see how evil the people inside this group are, right? He is supposed to show us everything. He's supposed to show us everything that is happening inside the group. Let us continue.
So she said she has remanded Sam Larry and Ramali for 21 days. So this was on the 4th.
You see? Look at the way VDM read out that message. He read it out in a way to make it look as if, they have people that, like the people inside that group, the magistrate that was in charge of the case was working along with them, which is not true. The person simply said, from my auntie. Like some of you might have an auntie that is close to a judge. You might have an auntie that is close to a magistrate. You might have an auntie that is close to this and close to that. That you can, try to get information from. And that person simply said, from my auntie, the magistrate is a friend. So she said she has remanded Sam Larry and Naira Marley for 21 days. So which means that person went to a auntie to go and find out information of what is going on in the case of Sam Larry and Naira Marley. And the auntie simply gave the information to the person that, it looks like they have been remanded for 21 days. Not because they know the magistrate that is dealing with the case, or they've already, bought out the magistrate, the way VDM was trying to make it look. This is my point right here. And this is why we are saying that Very Dark Man is highly manipulative, because we are not all going to face the same direction. We are not all going to see things the way he sees it. We are not all going to analyze things the way he analyzes it. No. We are not all going to face the same direction. Like, okay, I just came out with how I see it. That doesn't necessarily mean that is how you will see it. You are a lover of VDM. Some of you will see it as so want to embalm magistrate kiniko. Whereas, excuse me, that is not what is happening. And that is the image that he is trying to paint for us, which is wrong.
October. Now I will skip to 13th.
Why? If VDM is truthful, let us eat 500. Let me to share this show. Share it into groups and what have you. If VDM is truthful, hello, why is he trying to skip it? Why? You don't have to. You said you have the full chat from the group. Maybe can we accuse Very Dark Man that the reason why he is skipping some of the chats is because he knows already that he is just manipulating the general public. Can we say the reason why he wants to skip it is because he knows that what he read out just now is not true? Maybe there are some other messages under what he read out to us just now. Hello? Maybe there are some other messages under what very dark man just read out that will exonerate the one that he's trying to manipulate for us. Why is he skipping? He told us that he has the full chat inside the group from A to Z. Therefore, he doesn't need to skip any of it if he is being honest towards Nigerians. Hello? He doesn't have to skip it. He is supposed to show us everything. There is nothing like, oh, I don't want to show the message of Iyabo Ojo. Nah. That is throwing Iyabo Ojo under the bus. That is him trying to make it look like, oh, Iyabo Ojo did some weird things. Maybe Auntie Iyabo actually said some things that will do what? That will change the minds of all you Nigerians that are accusing her wrongly. And very dark man doesn't want you to see that. So therefore, he's skipping it. Or it could be that he's playing a mind game. All those messages that he's skipping out, he wants them to screenshot it and post it so that it will look as if he's controlling them. Remember, he said something. He said, go into the group, take a screenshot of everything and post it. So he's trying to put himself on top there. Okay, I'm going to cross out some things. I'm going to skip some things. By doing so, Nigerians will be like, okay, so what is very dark man hiding? Those things that is not showing, those things that is not posting. Maybe one of them will be frustrated and say, do you know what? This guy is really tarnishing our image. Let us do what? Let us post it. So then that way, what he wanted, which is to control them, what he wanted, which is to get them to do what he wants them to do, he will be getting it. If very dark man is an honest person and he's not lying to Nigerians, he's supposed to be showing us everything in full without taking out anything from the chat. So those of you that you are close to him, tell him to show us everything. Because the people he's alleging, they are not going to show us shit. He is not going to be on the internet to control anybody. Hello? He is not going to be on the internet to control anybody. Let him show us everything he has. And if he's telling the truth, we will clap for him. If he's lying, we will come for him. Just like we are debunking what we can see from the chat that he's showing us right now. This ain't no manipulation, it's a straightforward analysis. Straightforward analysis. Unbiased. And, I have some positive things I'm going to say about Naira Marley. Because cause anybody to fe bi omo to fe je kon ba yi omo unje. I honestly feel sorry for him personally. I feel sorry for Naira Marley because, this same VDM is one of the people that passed on the wrong narrative about himself. And as far as I'm concerned, Naira Marley's career has been fucked up on something that he probably had no hands in. Okay, we've seen videos of Sam Larry. We have heard voice message from Mohbad where he said, if anything happens to him, they should hold Naira Marley and Malians responsible. Whether he was saying that under duress or he was saying it under the influence of alcohol or drugs, me, I don't know. It's none of my business. I was not there. Okay? But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit on the internet and start telling you that Naira Marley by Mohbad. That would be wrong for anybody to say. Naira Marley by Mohbad. And apart from the, and this is why I said, Nigerians, we are one-way traffic in Badun. Don't forget that apart from the fact that Sam Larry, apart from the fact that what's his name? Kilorukwe, Mohbad recorded a video and said, oh, if anything happens to him, hold the Malians responsible. There is also another video where Naira Marley asked the same Mohbad, hello, that show mo pe o ti drop a video pe if anything happens to you. Hello, please don't control me. I know what I am talking about. There is another video where Naira Marley asked Mohbad, hello, that do you know that there is a video you have dropped, and inside that video you said if anything happens to you, they should hold Malians responsible. And inside that video, Mohbad apologized and said, kiniko show. And don't forget, Baba Mohbad also made us to understand that Naira Marley is only giving his son lecture. So on Naira Marley's way, the same way you people do not have issue, the same way you people do not have issue with the fact that Mohbad said if anything happens to him, Wumi will be responsible. Wumi is this, our family kinikon. The same way you people said that no, it has nothing to do with Wumi. People can equally say that, oh yes, it is none of Naira Marley's issue. Naira Marley did nothing wrong. But anyway, Baba Mohbad, hello, Baba Mohbad has already told us that his son was receiving lecture from Naira Marley. So to Naira Marley nye mo gbe yen mo fasegbe. We saw Baba Mohbad, Ya Mohbad, they went to what? They went to Naira Marley, they were on their knees, they were begging, saying sorry. So if Naira Marley sile, ẹ má ṣe kíni, ẹ má bà ṣe ọwọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí Naira Marley, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa ṣe normal, kó máa do normal. Ibi tèmi wà òun nìyẹn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ti Naira Marley yẹn. Bàbá ẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n bá wọn kọ́ ní ẹ̀kọ́ ni. Yes.
Because this particular other side from Fort, they were discussing about me. You understand? And this thing is not about me. And to be
oh, please keep quiet. You said they were discussing about you? From the beginning of this chat, all you care about is everything that has to do with you. How can you tell us that the part that you just kept out, they were talking about you? They were talking about you and you don't want to show it to us? Are you whining us? Are you for real? You are a liar. I can categorically tell you that you are lying. Hello? I can categorically tell you that that is a lie. What you skipped out from that chat is not about yourself. Nigerians are now challenging you. Hello? Nigerians are now challenging you that you should bring out video or the chat where you said they were abusing you, but you are not ready to do what? But you are not ready to show it. We want to see that. As an honest person, you are supposed to show us that part.
Yes, I actually want to skip Iyabo Ojo's part for a reason.
Oh, please don't skip Iyabo Ojo's part. All that I want to skip Iyabo Ojo's part, I want to skip Iyabo Ojo's part. You are saying all that just to throw her under the bus. Hello? You are saying that to subject her to bullying. You are saying that to subject her to more harassment online. Oh, Very Dark Man has so much information about Iyabo Ojo. He's keeping it. That means Iyabo Ojo must have done this and all that. Now, you're not supposed to be doing that. You are playing mind game. I don't think you should be doing that. You're supposed to be showing us every single chat. Every single chat. What you did there just now is just to throw her under the bus so that people will start attacking her. People want to know. And I pray, I know anyway that she will not come out and, show us whatever you skipped out. None of them should answer you, say. None of them should answer you. They should allow you to be doing the talking. The people that will debunk you, they will debunk you. They should not answer you.
Let's go to like the Mohbad part, the important part, like the Mohbad part. Now, on the 13th of October, Tonto DK posted something on the group. She said, I just got an intel from DSS. After 2 weeks, Sam Larry and Naira will be released on bail. We can't allow that.
Okay. Yes, I just got an intel. So an informant from DSS. After 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, Larry and Mali will be released on bail. We can't allow that. I need everyone online to discuss this and our next line of action. She went on further. She said, our goal is not autopsy. Like I always say, autopsy no go show anything aside implicating nurse and drugs. Okay? Our goal is to see that Naira and Larry gets justice they deserve. Why did she say so? What is wrong in the message here? Anybody torí ẹ̀ bá pé ó máa mọ̀ pé they are still fighting for justice inside this group. Do you know why they are so angry inside that group? Let me tell you why they are very angry inside that group. And their anger was at the time towards Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Because of all the videos that we saw. Okay, maybe when I come on the next chat, I will show you some of the bruises on Mohbad's body. Unfortunately, he's gone. He's unable to tell us his own part of the story now. We saw so many stabs on his back. Hello? We saw a lot of stab on his forehead. He was distressed. And the name that he kept shouting is Sam Larry Naira Marley. So the people inside the group, for example, Tonto DK, they were obviously expressing themselves, their anger towards the two people that he kept calling out, as in Mohbad kept calling out. So yes, they were doing everything within their power to make sure that justice is served against those two people. You, VDM, being one of the people that actually instigated that. Because you also spoke about Sam Larry. If we go back to the interview that you had for Sam Larry, when you started your investigation on Mohbad, go and look at Sam Larry's body language. He was really, really upset with you. He said it. He said, even you yourself, you accused me. And if you look at his body language as at the time, his body language changed towards you. He was angry about what you did to him as at the time as well. So you are one of the people that subjected them to the bullying that they faced online as at that time. Why? Because you have a big platform that you use to pass on the negative narrative. I'm not too sure if I should even say negative narrative, because we saw the videos. Another video, that is not putting Sam Larry in a very good position is the video of Mohbad and what's that other one? I think they were shooting a music video or something. Mohbad and what's that? The name of the one that they said is not talking. And Mohbad was sitting on a wheelchair. The other guy, is this Lazanta or something like that, was sitting on a wheelchair as well. Although we didn't see the full video, okay? And Sam Larry walked in. Hello. Sam Larry walked in and said, Iwo, Tayo Bafe Baje, stop unkote enshenye. Zlatan, thank you. You can feel and you can sense the fear in Mohbad's body when he got up from that wheelchair. And that was all we saw. And apparently it was that same night, ni won ko serious beating, ni won ko fun Mohbad. Yes, some people are saying it wasn't Sam Larry that beat him, He was even pleading on his behalf. But you see that particular video and what people saw inside that video. And because that is Nigerians for you, ó ti jẹ́ ká conclude wípé Sam Larry nǹkan tó ṣe ń bí yìí ó pọ̀ o. That means pé come on, naturally ó bully bọ̀bọ̀ yìí tó tọ́ o. And after the beating, the only thing the boy kept saying is, ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tí Sam Larry ṣe fún Mohbad, ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tí Sam Larry ti ṣe fún Mohbad o, kìnnìkan. Why is it that they are shouting Sam Larry's name all the time? Do you understand what I mean? So you are one of the people that subjected Sam Larry to online bullying. So you cannot come now and tell us otherwise. There is nothing that they said inside this particular group that is not justified. There is nothing that they've said inside this particular group that is not pointing at justice for Mohbad. Yes, they saw people that bullied, that, frustrated his life. Yes, and, they wanted to make sure that those people will not walk free, that those people, that justice is served on them. Yes, some people, they said some DSS was giving them info. Yes, maybe they are close to DSS, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and, have you forgotten that he also wrote a petition against Sam Larry in question? And because of the system, the policing system in Nigeria, that petition was not properly looked after. And that is why the son that spoke yesterday said the police failed him. Society failed Mohbad. Not his parent alone. The people that are supposed to listen to him when he was crying out, the police, the people he went to, the people he wrote petition to, they all failed him. So all these ones that they wrote inside this group now, as far as I'm concerned, there is no big deal. I don't see any big deal there. They are still fighting for justice, as far as I am concerned.
I need everyone on the line to discuss this and our next line of action. Our goal is not autopsy. Like I always say, autopsy no go show anything aside implicating the nurse.
Yeah.
Our goal is to see that Naira and Larry gets justice they deserve.
Okay.
Listen to this part.
What's wrong with that?
Our goal is not autopsy.
Yes.
This autopsy was a very big thing.
Excuse me. Any normal person, the autopsy will only point at who? The autopsy will only point at the nurse. Because she was the one that injected him. Anybody to ba gbadun We know that the autopsy is not going to go any further than the nurse. Maybe the autopsy would have revealed more if the father had waited. If the father didn't rush to go and bury him, there is a possibility that the autopsy might show more, like all those wounds on his body. You know, maybe he had internal bleeding from the people that we saw in the video that beat him and all that. Maybe the autopsy would have shown more. But no. And like, I don't understand why you are trying to cover up this nurse in question. Because the nurse herself, apparently when they asked her, she agreed to it. So what is the problem? What is the problem? She agreed to giving him, you know, I don't know, maybe too much dose of injection, whatever. So why is your own focus about this nurse? Continue.
A lot of people that were really emotional about the justice for Mohbad kept on saying, when is this autopsy coming out? This same thing, Tonto Dike now is saying that their goal is no autopsy, but outside the world, they kept on pressuring police that when is the autopsy coming out? They were acting to the public as if they cared about the autopsy of Mohbad.
Of course, they do care about the autopsy. Why would they not care about the autopsy? Who are they that you are referring to? Who are the they that you are referring to? Are you referring to Tonto Dike? Or the other people inside the group? Or you are referring to the general public that kept asking for the result of the autopsy? Or are you again trying to manipulate the general public by making it look as if they put it inside the group that they are not bothered about autopsy, but outside they were shouting autopsy? Can you give us a screenshot from Tonto Dike's wall where she said, I don't even care about autopsy anyway? Or where she said, oh, what's the result of the autopsy? When are they going to give us the result of the autopsy? If you can bring that out, that will justify what you are saying. There's nothing they did inside that they did not do outside. Their own anger inside the group, apart from even whatever they were doing inside the group, their anger inside the group is, oh yes, the people that they can see their videos where they beat him, molested him, harassed him, bullied him. So yes, they might be pointing towards that direction of the people that they can see that bullied him.
That we point out waiting by Mohbad. But clearly, that was not their goal. That was never their goal. See, our goal is not autopsy. Not autopsy. Like I always say, autopsy no will show anything aside implicating the nurse and drugs. Apparently, these people know some things that the public does not know.
You are just assuming that. You are not certain about that. Apparently, these people know something that the public does not know. What do they know that is not known to the public? You see, you are assuming. That is what they call assumption. You are not certain. And when you are dealing with an issue with it like this, you have to deal with it and speak on it and give us verdict on it, give us evidence on it that will exonerate yourself that you are speaking beyond reasonable doubt, not assumption. Everything that you are telling us has to be very nice and clean. You will not just sit down and assume that, okay, actually this was what was going on in the head of the people inside this group. You don't know what is going on in their head. You cannot tell us that, oh yes, this was what was happening in their brain. You can't. It's wrong for you to do that.
Based off on this, that that the autopsy will not show anything apart from drugs and what the nurse, apart from drugs and implicating the nurse. Before this 13th, on the 2nd of October.
Hold on, let me read this comment. Somebody said, Dorcas, if you recall the write-up by Yabojo, she said that one of their group objective is to get an autopsy of what caused the death of Mohbad. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Who is this one? Updates, can you call Riri? Update on Riri or something like that. I know you are a Malu. Please, Foshi Kurombi.
Aloma already knew that everything will end up for the head of the nurse. And now Tonto Dike is also saying...
You see, we've been saying this since yesterday. We've been saying this since yesterday. There is something about you and this issue of the nurse. Oloma Jekashirin, anyway. On that issue of the nurse. Oloma Jekashirin. Oloma Jekashirin. Onko happened to be unfortunate to be at that place. Maybe, that's why sometimes when your phone is ringing and you end up not picking it up, you don't know what God wants to save you from. Do you understand what I mean? So maybe boya iru jo ton pe nurse pe o he come and help o. To ba po ti sun lo, ki phone e kan ring ko ti sun lo ko ma gbe. Boya Ọlọ́run ò bá save e nínú gbogbo mess ele to wa. The only thing I can say about the nurse is pé òun kàn tí ẹ ṣìrìn lọ́jọ́ yẹn ṣá. Òun kàn tí ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe lọ́jọ́ yẹn ṣá. Because, from what they told us, it's not the first time that she'll be treating him. She has treated him so many times. But this time around, ó gbòdì lára ẹ̀. Ṣé rí pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe. Iṣẹ́ tá a máa ṣe. Oore tá a máa ṣe. Tó máa ṣe kíni, tó máa di wàhálà sí wa lọ́rùn. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ṣe kíni, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká bá wọn ṣe irú oore yẹn. Nọ́ọ̀sì pẹ̀lẹ́ tí ẹ o. It is well with the nurse. Torí òun ti ṣe kíni, òun ti ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe. Òun ti ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe lọ́jọ́ táwọn ìbá ẹ̀sìn.
That our goal is not autopsy. Like I always say, autopsy no go show anything aside implicating nurse and drugs. So they know something.
Okay, and even if they say that, okay, the autopsy is not their goal, shebi even the Baba Mohbad gon sef. Hello? Even the Baba Mohbad sef. Shebi he didn't believe the autopsy too. So kí wá ní yàtọ̀? Someone said the nurse is not Mohbad's. Someone said, where is it? The nurse is not Mohbad nurse's personal nurse is not around. Okay, I thought they said that was his nurse or something. That was the first time she'll be treating him. Okay, thank you for the correction. Okay, I thought they said that's his nurse. Okay. So, that's another thing. Òun kàn tí ẹ ṣe kíni. Òun kàn tí ẹ rìnrìn ìyà lọ́jọ́ tá ń wí yẹn ni. Òun kàn rìnrìn ìyà lọ́jọ́ tá ń wí yẹn ṣá. Ó lọ forí kó skibọ̀. It is well.
But they continue. Our goal is to see that Naira and Sam Larry get the justice that they deserve. It did not stop there. Immediately she posted this. That Fumi Mensah, in the name of Foolish Caller G, now responded, "Release Kwa. This will happen because there are too many distractions from the case. Honestly, Mohbad's father is just granting unnecessary interviews up and down. A lot of side talks on the internet from all these low lives in Ikorodu."
Okay, come back.
This will happen because
Okay, so one person called Foolish Caller G replied to Tonto DK's message where she said that they are going to release them in 2 weeks. That person was now angry that that means that there will be no justice. Hello? Okay, that means that there will be no justice. That is why the person left that comment that so with all the beating, all them accusing A, B, C, and D, is there not going to be justice for Mohbad? The person now said, release Kwa. This will happen because there are too many distractions from this case, honestly. And Mohbad father is just granting unnecessary interview up and down. And yes, as at the time, people online were complaining, ṣé bàbá ìgbádùn, ṣé ọmọ tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ṣó ló yẹ kí bàbá ẹ̀ máa grant interview wèrè báyìí káàkiri tó interview wèrè báyìí káàkiri. And then he went on further to say a lot of side talks on the internet from all these low lives in Ikorodu. So there is no big deal in what she wrote here. And then Totodike replied, said, Mama, their bail will be set at 20 million naira each, with some other documentation involved.
There are too many distractions from the case. Honestly, Mohbad father is just granting unnecessary interviews up and down. A lot of side talks on the internet from all these low lives in Ikorodu. If I show you the series of Mohbad father for this chat, when I go pity the man.
What is there to pity the man about? Is this not emotional blackmailing? What is there to pity the man about? What is there to pity the man about? The fact that, number one, he was granting an interview. All he was doing is collecting money online. He even wanted to become a musician himself. He started recording songs. What is there to pity about himself? The fact that he messed up the justice for his son. The fact that he messed up the justice for his son by burying him a day after he died. Because if he didn't, maybe we would have seen a better true image of what actually killed the boy. But he rushed and he destroyed the what? He destroyed the evidence. So what is there for anyone to feel sorry for him about? Has he demonstrated that he's a good father? If I am to judge, no. He has not demonstrated any sign of being a good father as far as I'm concerned. With everything that we see him doing online. The
way these people turn the public against our man. She said, I don't even start that Mohbad father on. If you see what they do this boy father. Anyways,
is that because, I think you're saying this because you want the father to come and grant an interview with you? Yes. You probably, okay, I think he has interviewed the father already, right? Yeah. He has interviewed the father already, yeah. I think he has. So you're just trying to speak in the favor of the father. So the people, everybody will not be saying, oh, yeah, okay, I think a donation, as usual.
You see, she called the interview Mohbad father had been granting. Because the man was confused. He don't know what happened to the Peking. You heard this interview. He said,
you don't know what happened to the Peking. But the same person that his son was shouting and screaming their name, he said they were just giving him lecture. He don't know what his son. Why was he now even trying to sue Naira Marley a couple of weeks ago? What was he trying to sue Naira Marley for? And Sam Larry, after telling us that they were just teaching him a lesson. Is Baba Mohbad okay at all? And you can see how they just thrown his case out. Because when he was supposed to act, he didn't act as at the time. And that is why I said, Auntie Yabo, I beg, no, they carry people load again. No, I beg you. You know why? I have never even seen Baba Mohbad come out for once to give any support to Auntie Yabodo. Because without Yabodo in question, are they going to exhume the body? No. Are we going to have any of you doing analysis, talking about this and that? No. It would have been gone and done and dusted. But she did what? She went all in. Hello? She went all in to make sure that that body was removed, autopsy was done, and the people that, as we saw in the video, that harassed him, they were questioned, and the coroner inquest went on. So what are you talking about? What has Baba Mohbad done on this ongoing issue that you can say, okay, yes, he's fighting for justice, releasing songs, collecting money online, trying to be like his son? Is that justice? Donation, 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 donation. Has he shown any sign of hello, Mama J. No.
Before he reached there, they don't embalm his son. They don't already embalm him. So the man was poor. He does not know anything. He just did the acts. They go left and right the interview. So this woman now, they say, release Kwa. This will happen because of too many distractions from the case. Honestly, Mohbad father is just granting unnecessary interviews up and down. A lot of side talks and the internet. A lot of side talk on the internet from all these slow lives in Ikorodu. So the people in the area where actually know Mohbad, where they talk to media people, they vex. But let's continue. Dr. Dike now said, yes, Mama, their bail will be set at 20 million naira each, with some other documentation involved though. Regardless, if we make noise, this can't happen. If we keep mute, they will succeed and risk everyone being in danger. Because as we speak, there are plans to harm everyone involved with justice for Mohbad. They have an advantage over us because they know the talk.
Okay, good. Thank you. And you told us that they are not fighting for justice for Mohbad. I thought you said they are not fighting for justice for Mohbad. Let me read this part for you to know that they were fighting for justice inside that group. Only because as we speak, there are plans to harm everyone involved in justice for Mohbad. They were fighting for justice inside that group. They have an advantage over us because they know they talk. So they might know their next course of action. But because they are not talking, they have an advantage over them. All they were fighting for is that everybody that hurt Mohbad must not go scot-free. Justice must be served on them before they are released. And they know that as soon as they are released, different narratives will start flying around. Like I said, I am not putting any blame on Naira Marley, and I don't want to put any blame on even Sam Larry, because I was not there. I cannot put blames on people's head that I was not there. They have equally done something similar to myself. Somebody that I help. My own is even funny. This one is even, there are still evidence where there's, they say, oh, they did this to me. There is no video anywhere where you will see where, Bedi will say, oh, Dorcas did this or did that. No. The only video you will see is thank you, ma. I appreciate you, ma. That's all. I am living in London. Somebody is living in Nigeria. And they are trying to cook up a murder case on top of my head. So it will be very difficult for me to start putting blames on Naira Marley or Sam Larry that they are the one that acquired Mohbad. Me onifeno me sosokuso. Because there is no evidence. I cannot prove that. I was not there. But from what is happening inside the group, what they are fighting against is the videos. Imagine if there are videos online where somebody like Yabeti was alleging me. The way she alleged Skeleto. The way she attacked Skeleto. If there are similar videos like that online against myself, people would think otherwise, but there is none. All that there is are positive. So these are the people that were after him. The videos, those videos speaks volume. That's why the attack was like that. And that is why Naira Marley and Sam Larry, that is why they had people that were against them online. Because you, very dark man, you also sold that narrative to us Nigerians. That yes, so Sam Larry is this, so yes, so Naira Marley is this, so yes, so they need to investigate them. You sold that narrative to us as well.
I will read it again. Yes, Mama, their bail will be set at 20 million naira each.
We've heard
with some other documentation involved, though. Regardless, if we make noise, this can't happen. If we keep mute, they will succeed and risk everyone being in danger. Why are you people scared of being at risk if people are actually fighting for justice for Mohbad?
I want you to say that.
They will succeed and risk everyone being in danger. Why are you people scared of being at risk if people are actually fighting for justice?
Why would they not be scared of being at risk when they know the kind of mafias that they are dealing with? Don't you know that some of them, even right now, some of them have to get themselves extra protection? Why? Because they believe, oh my God, they are out, so come on, come after us. So why would they not be scared? That, oh yes, they might come after us because they know the gang they belong to and the group that they belong to.
Mohbad. The only thing here obviously says that you people are actually trying to push the blame on these guys that are obviously, so far, they are obviously innocent.
Oh, so you can say that they are innocent. Why did you then sell the narrative to us? Why did you put blame on Sam Larry, VDM? Have you apologized to him for what you said about himself? Have you apologized to him? And are you seriously fighting for justice for Mohbad? Because if you are fighting for justice for Mohbad, for real, with all the videos that we saw online, you will not be saying what you are saying right now. If truly you are fighting for justice for Mohbad. You will also have that question of, oh, he was bullied, he was harassed, he was this, he was that, blah, 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 blah. Are you also fighting for justice for Mohbad? Or you are just trying to clear some certain people's name because, I don't know what is going on. I don't want to say what I am not sure about. But it's like there's something that you are also trying to cover up. There's some things you want to cover up as well. Or have you apologized behind to them for the things that you said about them when it was very hot.
But let's continue. Then the foolish scholar G now responded. She said, we really need to push this bullying and harassment for Sam Larry and Naira. Honestly, we really need voice for that. You see, the mother is another thing entirely. Because as it is, even if a man called his father is saying he has been killed from home already, imagine.
Good. I love what that foolish caller said. You said they are not fighting for justice, right? Now, from what you read out, there is two different cases. One is a case of bullying and harassment, which is what I believe they are fighting for inside the group, which is part of the justice for Mohbad. The other one is a subject of murder, which again is justice for Mohbad. Let me read it for you. Only, we really need to push this bullying and harassment. Their own focus is based on the videos of bullying, based on the videos of harassment that the general public saw. I believe that is one of their focus inside that group. We need to push this bullying and harassment, and Sam and Naira honestly really need a voice for that. They need somebody to continue to point out how Mohbad was bullied, how he was harassed because of the videos that was flying around. The person now said, you see, the murder is another thing entirely. Can you see that there's two different cases here now? Because as it is, even if a man called his father is saying he has been killed from home already, imagine. So Baba Mohbad is already saying that ile no tekpa. So they are saying, okay, that is the narrative that the father is spreading outside. Okay, let us put this their murder, put it aside. Let us talk about cyberbullying and harassment that is suffered in the hands of these two individuals. Based on the videos, whether those videos were manipulated, I don't know. But based on the videos that were flying around, okay, the father is already chatting shit about the mother, concentrating on Wumi. Right. Let us concentrate on the bullying and harassment, and let us make sure justice is served on the people that we saw inside the video that were harassing and bullying him. Which part of that don't you understand? Hello? If you are enjoying this show, am I communicating? If I'm communicating, please press the love button. Don't make it look as if I am talking to myself. If you are enjoying the analysis and I am communicating very well, can you show some love? We know what we are seeing. People are enjoying it. See, the love is rolling in. Now communicating now. Two different things that you are telling us that inside this group they are not fighting for justice. They are fighting for justice. Two things. Bullying and harassment, one case. Murder, another case. So of course they were all fighting for justice. 100%.
JDC, that they should start pushing bullying on their Neramali, because the father of Mohbad has already started saying that Mohbad buy for house. But they don't want Baba Mohbad to be talking about that house. So they should start hitting on bullying. Because
if the father is saying that his son buying for house, hello, if the father is already saying that his son, no, they should be going after Wunmi, buying for house, so I wonder, okay, well, as the father, you are the one that holds him duty of care. Okay, we want to put your issue of murder to one side. We want to talk about the issue of bullying and harassment based on the videos that we saw online. Let's discuss about bullying and harassment. We don't want to talk about murder because the father is already destroying the narrative of issue of murder online. So okay, all right, your murder issue is none of our business as the father. That's your problem. Let's move it to one side. Let's talk about bullying, and harassment. I beg, we are not interested in your murder case. That is your problem. At the end of the day, it's not our son, it's your son. So if you are saying that nothing happened to him outside, it's not outside that they're buying him, fine. Yes, okay. Let us that we are inside this group, let us be talking about bullying and harassment based on what we have evidence of, which is the videos that are flying around online. Don't manipulate us, please. VDM. Some of us are not easy to manipulate.
stated it here that Mohbad already go to spoil their move.
No, not that Baba Mohbad was spoiling their move. He was spoiling the move of the murder case and alleging somebody else by exonerating the people that could possibly be responsible for the murder. And that includes the nurse.
They talk saying Mohbad buy for house. So they should start pushing agenda of bullying. Did this stop there? But we continue.
Can you see now? The same agenda that you have pushed yourself. Hello? The same agenda that you yourself have pushed. People need to start digging out your videos. What you said about Sam Larry, what you said about Naira Marley. They need to bring out your videos. You have also passed the same narrative. If people can bring out that video, they will now join it together with all this. We really need to push on the issue of bullying and harassment. Yes, they need to bring out your videos. You have also pushed that as well online. And as a matter of fact, it might even be your rattles that are the ones that even went after Naira Marley as at the time. Because you are the one that have all these people that are one-way traffic. They only follow anything you say. They will follow it. They will follow it. They will follow it. Do you understand?
Tonto Dike said, at this point, some DSS agents assigned the case underground. So Tonto Dike gets people where they tell them.
No. Yeah, she has people that are giving her info. She said, at this point, some DSS agent assigned to this case underground. I can't disclose much, but we need to beef up so as not to lose.
One or two things. She said, at this moment, some DSS agents assigned to the case underground. I can't disclose much, but we need to beef up. We need to beef up so that we will not lose, as not to lose. What are you people trying to lose?
They don't want to lose the case of bullying and harassment. They want to make sure that they get justice on the issue of bullying and harassment. All I'm buying shade that I'm not available to do this analysis with my face. It wouldn't have been funny. It would have gone viral a lot more than this. If I was doing this show with my face, internet would have on the issue of bullying and harassment. Yeah, that's what they don't want to lose on.
Is it a contest? Like this thing and justice for this boy. What are you trying to lose? What's it?
It is part of the justice. It is part of the justice. It is, of course, part of the just. And yeah, during summer, that's why I hate summer. It is definitely part of the justice. Okay? They were pushing for bullying and harassment, and they didn't want to lose on that. They didn't want it to be swept under the carpet. Alright? That's what they were pushing for.
Thing that we don't know. We'll continue. So the Fumi Mensa now said, I am very sad hearing this. I pray that all our efforts won't be in vain. Tonto Dike now said, also, why are we protecting DNA? Now, you see this part, very dark man don't come into the picture.
Oh, please keep quiet and stop getting excited. And I love the fact that Tonto Dike spoke about DNA inside that group. Because what you people have been telling us is they don't want to do DNA. They don't want to do DNA. They are running away from DNA. Tonto Dike said, and also, why are we protecting DNA? I mean, a very private DNA. Why can't they get it done so as to clear Wumi's name? Hello? What is it that she said here that is...
Everything done is spoil.
What's in the spoil?
I don't on that DNA.
What is spoiling? You don't do what? What is spoiling? There's nothing special here. Because you came out, you spoke about DNA, so she probably went into the group and said, oh, do you know what? Can we get a DNA done just to shut this guy up? Because that narrative now was becoming the main topic of Mohbad's justice. The whole thing was no longer about justice. It was not about DNA, Wumi, DNA, Wumi. So out of anger, yes, she might have said, oh, please, this bullshit is really pissing me off. Why are we protecting DNA? Can we get that DNA done to just shut this guy up? Because this guy kept, pushing the wrong narrative. And I hate the fact that, he's really trying to destroy this justice for Mohbad by twisting it to a DNA. Can we get a private DNA done? And once it's done, if they can do it quickly, privately, then they can literally just post it online that, okay, they have a result of DNA already. Because you wanted to change the game then, and they didn't want that to happen. A normal person told you back with my mom, but that was what was happening there. You wanted to change the narrative, and they didn't want that to happen. They wanted a DNA to be done so that the whole justice for Mohbad that they are fighting for will not be destroyed by yourself. That's why she posted that.
We kept on eating hard, and they must do it. At this point, Tonto Dike don't even know anything yet, but she was not sure if Pikin belonged to Mohbad.
That's a lie.
The main person where she knew.
That's a lie that she was not sure if Pikin belonged to Mohbad. Please stop the fuckery. I'm sure she's very, very sure that the Pikin belongs to Mohbad. But she wanted to just keep your mouth shut. So that the narrative that you want to change for the people online by saying, get me anything, that narrative will not hold. Not because they don't believe the child belongs to Mohbad. No. They wanted to do it just to shut you up. And everybody, even me, I was saying that time, share DNA now, so that stop. Everybody was saying that. And now that she said she wants to do DNA, are you people not the one running away from the same DNA? Is the father allowing them to carry out the DNA? No. Have they not said that they should go and do the DNA? Has the DNA been done? No. Is the father not hiding from it? Yes. So why can't they do the DNA now? To clear that part. So that they will stop calling Omolomo Ali.
It's Iyabo. Because Iyabo from and they must do it. At this point, Tonto Dike don't even know anything yet, but she was not sure if Pikin belonged to Mohbad.
Nah lie.
The main person where you know is Iyabo. because
how would Auntie Yabo know if Pikin belong to Mohbad or you know belong to Mohbad? And Auntie Yabo sleep with Wumini for her to know ni. Is Auntie Yabo related to Wumini for her to know ni? The only thing that can prove it is not DNA. Did Auntie Yabo stop her from doing DNA? Abi, how does it concern Auntie Yabo? Can you see what I'm saying? That all you are doing is just to launch an attack on Auntie Yabo. Okay, because we had a baby shower yesterday. Mudetiri Auntie Kem Olopolo Dudu. Olopolo to Yoro. Can you please stop posting the baby shower online? Don't post the baby shower online anymore. Let us continue to post. David, please, can you help me to bring my fruit in the fridge? My fruit is in the fridge. The one with kiwi. Thank you. You know. Kí ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ lọ wàhálà mo kàn máa ń gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ sí ni tí mo bá ti continue ọ̀rọ̀ mi wàhálà kí n tó lọ mo ti gbàgbé nǹkan tí mo sọ wàhálà mo ti gbàgbé. That's why I don't like distraction when I'm doing shows now. Pregnancy I don't know tí mo bá lọ ṣe exam school sí wàhálà máa gbòdo because within 2 minutes I don't forget. Ṣé Aunty Yabo ló bá wù mí sùn ni? Aunty Yabo fífẹ́ mọ ẹni tọ́mọ belong sí? Or did they tell you that Aunty Yabo was holding Wumi down? That's why I said that you just want to throw her under the bus. Okay, I was talking about Sister Kemi Olopolo Dudu. Thank you very much. I'll help me to bring fork. Sorry. You know, Auntie Kemi Olopolo Dudu, Olopolo Yoro, Agbaya Oshi. Thank God, mo like irú game tó ń gbá fún Auntie Kemi yẹn tiẹ̀. Ẹranko lanti yẹn. And I used to like her. Ẹranko gidi lanti yẹn. Because if she no be ẹranko, we can see Priscilla dancing. We saw her back. Thank you, then. Yes, thank you. You said she's wearing silicone. We can see her with her tummy and everything. You said she's wearing silicone. David, I still have some chicken there. Don't bin it all. I think some of it is still there. Eh? You still did what? You still said that she's wearing silicone. You said she has given birth. That the baby is surrogacy, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, she's still pregnant, Alpha. So it's like, who is going to share Auntie Yabo first stop with DNA because Koyewa? Everything is still around you trying to attack Auntie Yabo. And anytime she's doing anything positive, you love to cover it with your shenanigans. And you people don't want it to fly. I won't be surprised if there is a group somewhere where you very dark man Auntie Kem àwọn méjèèjì tán ná bully Mohbad gbogbo yín mi ò ní wá surprise tó bá pé ẹ wà nínú group kan níbi tẹ́ ti ń pass information fúnra yín mi ò ní wá surprise àbí kò níbẹ̀ ṣe ń pass information fúnra ara yín mi ò ní wá surprise. Continue Mongo.
Yabo, from everything we did for this chat where they never even post Yabo na dey close to me. You get so Tonto Dike is not up to speed on the DNA yet.
Auntie Yabo, Ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo ilé tó wà nílẹ̀ náà òun náà lọ́lọ́ máa bá wa clear. But one thing is that as a human rights activist, no matter how much they try to stop you, because of the kind of heart that most of us have, difficult for our lot to say no, we are not going to do this, we are not going to do that. So because Wumi is close to Auntie Yabo,